Hello and welcome to Kitchen Counter Crafts. If you like this video, would you please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I've already done a video on my beloved Opus Omar, and I just wanted to kind of do a couple things today. One, I just cleaned it out with, it had Noodlers, Black Swan, Australian Roses, so I just finished cleaning it out. It has its original Opus medium nib, and my husband actually ordered a couple nibs, one for me and one for him, and I'm actually going to try his first. I keep talking about this music nib, so just stay tuned for videos on that. I ordered a music nib for myself, and then he ordered a, well, let me take that out. He ordered a extra fine flex, and so Christoph sends them like this, and the little like a pool noodle or the packing noodle things, and you can't really see, it has like the Christoph diamonds, but the EF is down here. So this is what the nib unit looks like. This one for some reason is clear. This one actually has like a black collar on it. So I thought that'd be kind of fun to try out his nib since he's not trying it right now, and just go through just filling this. Since I was going to do it anyway, I thought, why not video it? So join me as I fill up my pen, and while this again is not a new pen day, I'll just go through and test out the nib as well. So one of the things you want to do is not grab the nib by the feed. The feed has a whole bunch of, I call them gills, but I don't know, vents, slots. And so you don't want to accidentally collapse them. So you actually can grab the nib by the sides and just twist. I just hold on to this part and then twist, and the nib just comes right out. So that's the beauty of Opus pens, is that you can really, interchange those very, very nicely, very quickly with any standard nib unit. So here again, I'm going to just hang on to this and just twist. I was doing it the other way, and I don't do it too tight. I just kind of do it until it's a snug fit, and that's it. So there's the nib unit on. Now to fill, and it took some cleaning, and I can still see a little bit of the Black Swan Australian Roses, so I try to get in there with a Q-tip, and at the end of it's not going to contaminate anything because I'm not actually filling it directly. I'm actually filling it with an eyedropper because it's an eyedropper pen. So you literally just put it in there and just eyedropper it out. Oops, and I just got it on the side, which is so fun, right? Okay. And I'm wearing a light colored shirt, so not the wisest. Anyway, well, it sure is a pretty color though. All right, so again, this is Noodler's Turquoise that I'm getting everywhere. And I learned at the Arkansas Pen Show that you can take shampoo and it takes out ink stains on your skin, and that just the things you learn. So one of the things I like to do is actually fill it up almost to the tip top, especially when I'm traveling. I also have a video on how to travel with these. The Opus pen has a safety valve that helps to just keep it shut, and it really helps if your pen is mostly full so that the air doesn't really go in and kind of do bad things. So anyway, I can actually put silicone grease here on the threads, but since I'm not traveling anytime soon, I'm not going to do that. Before I travel, I just do that for like an extra safety measure. But really, these pens are fantastic. Now, there's a valve on the back, so you want to just open that up, and it allows the the air to flow and the ink to flow as well. A lot of times people have a hard time getting the nib started, and since this is a fresh nib, I can also just dip it in here, and that should also help to get things going. If you are doing this from like a sample vial or something, which I did when I was traveling, you can actually just wet your nib and it should start. So just wiping that off. I mean, not that it matters if I wipe it off or not, it's already all over my hands. So first I'm going to try out this nib on just regular paper. So you'll see also like how much time it takes to get started. I have a Opus Sakura Mini that I just did, and it took a while for that video to, oh, there it is, just a few days ago. Feels like forever ago. All right, so today, oh, that's writing, but I think it's because I dipped it. So today's the 10th, and this is the Opus Omar. And this is the Franklin Christoph. I don't know if there's a HR in there. I think maybe it's Christoph, but I don't know. Franklin Christoph EF Flex. Now I'm writing in all caps here, but I'm gonna just, oh, let's see. Ink is Noodler's turquoise. All right, so let's see how flexy this flex is. And that's actually giving me some line variation. That's nice. Especially for EF, I didn't think it was gonna have much. There's the downstroke, there's the side stroke. That's actually very nice. Surprised. So this is not actually flexing like a dip pen would, but it's giving actually a nice line variation here, which again is surprising. So we'll do a writing sample. Okay, so if you can tell, in writing quickly, there are some light areas that aren't catching up with the feed. So that's one thing you can find in flex pens, that there's a little bit of a lag. It might be because I just filled it, but only time will tell on that. But it's looking pretty nice, actually. So let's try it out on my Rhodia dot pad. Just for another kind of fountain pen friendly paper, because that other one was just my cheapy ledger pad. All right, so today's the 10th. Oh, by the way, today's National Ballpoint Pen Day, I believe. I've stopped celebrating that, but happy Pen Day to all of you who are not in the fountain pen world yet. But if you're watching the video, that means you're wanting to do that, and that's great. My friends call me a fountain pen snob, and that's okay. Jokes on them, because they don't realize that you can actually find fountain pens that you can use, like the Platinum Preppy, for like $4. So it's not very snobby. Of course, now they can go upwards to, I don't know, 500, 1,000, 2,000 for some of the Urushis that I haven't ever touched, but that's okay. All right, so on this, there's less variation, and I'm guessing it's because the ink isn't getting absorbed as much as it was on the copy paper. So that's kind of an interesting thing. Okay. Not expect that, but the downstroke's still very nice, and the side stroke. Fairly wet. I didn't do that on the ledger paper, but that's okay. So barely any feedback. Again, as I'm writing, it feels like the ink's not delivering as well, like right there. Started off okay, but I think I increased my speed. So all in all, kind of a surprising amount of flex for a steel nib. Now I know that dip pens are also steel nibs, but they're just different animals. So I normally use my fountain pens on bad paper. So on bad paper, this actually looks pretty nice. And so if I was writing, you know, a greeting card or just even a letter on regular paper, I think it would actually give me a nice amount of variation. So I'm kind of surprised. So stay tuned, because I will try out my music nib sometime soon. I don't know, might be not as soon. And on the Opus Omar, I don't know what else to say other than I love this pen. And if you're interested in how I use it, especially for art and stuff, you can take a look. I have some videos where I use this with a pilot parallel nib, and you want to talk about ink delivery, it delivers. It's pretty awesome. And this amount of ink, it's like 3.6 mils, I believe. It's pretty incredible, especially for art. So if you have not checked this out yet, I encourage you to check it out. I think it's amazing. I will sing the praises of it. And then the fact that you can swap out nibs like in 2 seconds, it's just, I don't know, super versatile, and I love it. So give me your thoughts. Tell me what you think about it. Have you bought one yet? If you haven't, I really encourage you to check out my other videos. And if you like this one, would you please give me a thumbs up, because that actually matters to me. So until next time, bye.